Fireside, so glad to have you here. It is our last Fireside. So sad, so sad. So glad that you're here. It's been great having you. It's been great having the Zoom sessions with you. It's been good seeing your smiley faces. I appreciate all of you tuning in. We'll have one last little send off to you all in the morning, and then that'll be the end of it. So, without further ado, gather other people. Those of you around, story time, Fireside, here we go. I have my own story about a car, just in the inspiration of Todd sharing stories about car and shooting the video in the back of his truck. Here it is, my story about a car. It was a December night, and I had been ice fishing with my Uncle Mike again over on French Lake in Faribault, Minnesota. And I lived in Zimbrota, so about a 30-minute drive, and I was 16 years old, and I had bought my own truck that year. And I was driving home, and as I got 3 miles from home, one of my lights flickered on my truck. It was just a quick little flicker. And I was like, that must not mean anything. What exactly is that light? It flickered one more time for me to get locked in, and I realized it was the low oil light. And I was like, I'm only 3 miles from home. I'm just gonna go for it. Now, I'm a bit of a handyman with a wrench. I can fix things. I can work on stuff. And I thought, I mean, how bad can it be, right? That light just flickered on a little bit. And as I got 1 mile from home, the light came on. And I was like, I'm only a mile. Like, I'm just gonna go home. And as I got about half a mile from home, my car started to make a noise. The noise was really loud. It sounded like Chewbacca, okay? It was, and I knew at that point that I probably should have pulled over when that light came on. And so it was one of those moments, for me, it was a big so what? So what, that little light just flickered on for a second. So what? What does that mean? All right? This whole week, all this time we put in, all the time we've seen you on Zoom, all the time we've done everything that there's to do, the question was coming all along, so what? What difference is any of this gonna make? Now, hopefully for all of you, it's something, okay? And for some of you, I hope it's a bigger decision than for the rest of you. I hope it's a decision, honestly, to say, so what? Yeah, I'm following Jesus. I'm in. And maybe you've already been all in already, okay? But if you haven't been, I would just encourage you to make that decision to follow Jesus. You only have one life. You only get one shot at this. So it's a pretty big so what. It's a pretty big so what. If you need to, like Travis said, I believe last night, have a conversation with somebody about that and have more questions, I'm available. Other people are available. Hopefully you have a church home that you can connect with. But you have ways of contacting me. You have ways of contacting Travis and Tate. And we'd all love to have that so what conversation with you. At the end of Todd's talk tonight, he quoted a scripture. Psalm 119:911. Remember how I said it? That was kind of fancy. All right. That song is on this CD. All right. So some of you, if you were in the Camp in a Box people, you got this CD, and that song is in there. How can a young man keep his way pure? And that's in there. All right. And we want to give that to you. All right. We want you to sing those songs. We want you to know those songs. As part of a little memento for you to take. What would it like to have a car that you just never drive, you never use it. You just sat in it, you didn't even put gas in it, you just sat in it. All right, big so what? What's the big deal? All right, so hopefully this week has been a big deal. Hopefully there's some big so what's coming, some differences. I really hope it was just more than that thing I did that one time, that it was like, I was at camp that week, and even though we couldn't be up there, it might have been better. God still used it. He still did it. All right? Throughout all this coronavirus thing, one thing that's been ringing in my ears is that we seem to need camp more than God needs camp. God actually doesn't need camp. God needs you to follow him. God sent his son for you to follow him, not so that you could go to camp. All right? Camp is a great place. And camp is a place where we come here and we hear lots of great things and you make some lifelong lasting relationships. But we don't actually need camp. We just need Jesus. All right, so that's a pretty big so what. And so I'll send you away with that. Thank you for tuning in each and every night. each and every day. It's been great talking to you. See ya. Good night. Sleep good.